Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha Kudash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Hebrew. Bahashem, meaning in the name of Yahushai, his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, wanted to do this lesson, all right, based upon how it's our time to really, or as we can see, all right, the Lord is turning the tables, okay, and for so long these nations, these 2/3, basically anybody that's not of the know, that's not of the elect, that's not of the inner circle, has been in a state of peace, rejoicing, all right, or just chilling, all right, and we've been the ones, all right, who've been crying out for the abominations that are being done in the midst thereof. All right, we, knowing how the world should be, and realizing that it's not, enduring that, suffering the wickedness, all right, to abound, and, to go on around the world, okay, or having to suffer living in a world with it. However, now, all right, the Lord is doing away with that, and this is why we get so excited when we see, all right, the things happening in the earth, pertaining to prophecy, all right, as Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai had declared it by way of his prophets, okay, which we're back again, to explain these prophecies, okay, but what you're seeing is truth is flourishing, truth is prophecy is coming to pass before everybody's eyes, okay, and as time goes on, it'll get more and more specific, okay, and that's when you're going to start seeing the Ezekiel 33 and 33, all right, then shall they be known who are my chosen. I mean, Salakia, then they shall know that a prophet has been among them. You also going to see that, 2nd Ezra 16. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Okay? Because guess what? The things we've been saying are now coming to pass. All right? And we're seeing that the Lord is now taking his anger off of us, and he's putting it on everybody else. Okay? And he's blessed us with the knowledge to see what's going on, but with the ability to be able to witness it. Okay, and that's a beautiful thing. All right, now isn't our time to rejoice. If you're of the elect, all right, or of the hopeful elect, or you believe, all right, you're doing what's pleasing to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, this is your time to rejoice, not your time to lament or to mourn or to be afraid. No, all right, because the Lord we're gonna be in Jacob's trouble, but it's really gonna be to witness the judgments that the Lord is gonna bring upon the world. Because as it says in Jeremiah 30 and 7, that though it's going to be a time like never before, and it's going to be Jacob's trouble, he is going to be saved out of it. Meaning there's going to be that remnant that the Lord has mercy on. Okay? And we are starting to see, all right, everything that our power has said. And now we're seeing the work, we're seeing the Lord work. It's time for thee to work, O Lord. All right, for they have made void thy law. Okay? I believe that's Psalms 119 and 126. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 27. And it says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Okay, and we're seeing the process of that. Now you see what's going on over there in Israel. Okay, and just as prophecy moves, it comes out of nowhere. Okay, it comes out of nowhere, man. It just, boom. Then something that maybe a day or a week or a couple weeks ago you didn't really hear about, all of a sudden it becomes big news. It doesn't stop. It keeps on, it starts so small, but it works its way and makes such a major impact all of a sudden out of nowhere. All right, now you got, Hamas and, Gaza, Israel, going back and forth shooting rockets at each other. Okay, but hey, Lord willing, it continues to escalate. And it draws in more and more, all right, of these it gets more serious, so to speak, and draws in more and more, all right, of these larger nations. Now we understand, according to the order of prophecy, that World War III is not going to go nuclear. It's not going to fully pop off before the chip is made mandatory. However, it's not. You're not gonna have a nuclear war in a matter of 2 days. It builds up. Cold wars become hot wars. Okay, and you could be at war for a while, but as the war escalates, okay, then you start to have as the war escalates, you basically start to have it gets more and more. Eventually, it goes nuclear. You know, but the more we see these wars and rumors of wars, as Yahweh Shai said, the closer we are to the end, because the more and more things happen in the East, the more and more, tensions are rising over there, leading to World War III. That means the closer, all right, the chip is, because the chip has to come before that war, all right, before the destruction. So if the destruction sounds close, then the chip is even closer. And what is all this? This is all prophecy. Okay, so we are to rejoice when we see these things come into pass, because as it says here, verse 28, as for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome. Okay, faith is going to flourish within who? Within the elect. See, there's going to be very few that have faith, but within those very few is going to be an abundance of faith. So faith is going to flourish, but it's going to flourish within the few that have it. And corruption shall be overcome, because the man of corruption, the man of sin, is going to be put down. It says, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And we're declaring the truth, but the Lord is gonna back up what we're declaring by actually making it happen. Okay? And when the truth gets made known, guess what? Those who are telling the truth get made known. But it's gonna really all go back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? So we're in a time when truth, all right, is being declared, faith is flourishing, because we're witnessing that turnaround, man. See, as these elites come with their new world order, their agenda, the Lord is making them walk right into the hands of prophecy. Okay? And that's a very beautiful thing to witness. Okay, now moving on, this is the book of Isaiah. Matter of fact, we're going to go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 21. And it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. You also have that whole the pipeline situation, which is causing a lot of. See, the thing about societal infrastructure is a lot of things work in a chain. It's a constant flow of things working, and because it's such a constant flow and it's so tightly knit and interconnected, any small rupture or ripple becomes it has a very big effect. You can have a tiny snowball that could fit in the palm of your hand, and that could go starting at the top of a mountain, something so small, by the time it gets to the bottom, you have a whole avalanche. Okay? Because it may start small at the top, but when it gets to the end, it'll have an even larger impact. You got certain areas running out of gas, you got gas prices going up. Who's to say that they might not throw another one in there? Oh, this time it cripples something else. Uh-oh. Okay, so the Lord is definitely turning things up, man. Jacob's trouble is well on its way. Okay, and it's coming very suddenly. You people think you catching a break. Things are quieting down, and no. You're not catching a break. All right, ain't no breaks to catch. So it says, Lamentations 4 and 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. All right, which are you Edomites? It says that dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also. Well, today they mainly dwell here in Babylon, but their elites are really in different parts of the world, in Europe, really. All right, but their main habitation now is in Babylon. It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee, thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. So what cup is that? Guess what? The cup that passed on, that we had to drink of. But you go and drink of it double. And that starts with the downfall, your downfall. Because how do we end up in slavery? Did we just go from one day we're ruling, the next week we're in slavery? No. All right. It was a process of us first falling, being taken over, losing our power, losing our rulership, and then being put from that low state into subjection. But see, that happened, over a period of time. For us, for you, it's going to happen very, very quickly, very suddenly. As the scriptures say, Isaiah 47, sit down, come down, sit in the dust. All right, O virgin daughter of Babylon, there is no throne for thee. Verse 22 says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So what we're seeing is the punishment of our iniquity being accomplished. That's why we got to rejoice. We're not going to be beaten anymore. We're not going to be chastised anymore. In the sense of the extremes that we've had to go through. All right. We're not going, we're not going to go through all these things anymore. All right, because our iniquity has been accomplished. All right. Our iniquity has been accomplished, and the Lord said this was going to be our last captivity. So what? It says, he will no more carry thee into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. All right. He will discover thy sins. So guess what? We're not going to go into captivity anymore. Now it's time for you to pay. Okay. Now it's time for you to go through some stuff, man. And guess what? The same way when the Babylonians came and you were there, all right, and you helped them, okay, and you burnt the temple and so on and so forth, guess what? When the Lord takes your ass down, when these other nations start, when things get popping, we're going to be right here. We're going to get front row seats ultimately to the burning of your kingdom. All right, we're going to get front row seats to the burning, all right, of Babylon the Great and the destruction of Esau's power structure. So right now we're witnessing, all right, a great change within the earth. They want to talk about a global reset, a fourth industrial revolution. The Most High is bringing a global reset. All right, and that reset, all right, is going to be in our favor. So as we watch these things and these prophecies unfold, we are to rejoice because seeing those prophecies, that's our transportation out of here. And the closer it gets, it's like getting closer to the light at the end of the tunnel. The brighter the light gets, the closer we're getting. And the more these prophecies come to pass, the closer we get. All right. So I have here Isaiah 65 and 19, all right, which is ultimately in the kingdom. All right. But it starts here. The Lord is now showing us that he's starting to show that favor. And you're going to see it a lot more in the times to come. All right. Isaiah 65 and 19, and I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Okay. So guess what, man? All that is going to be done away with forever. And Lord willing, rule of the elect, we're witnessing that the Lord's setting up that rescue for us. So, as we see things, chaos, and it gets worse and worse and worse, and every day is something worse than the next. I mean, we're saying worse than the first. Okay, guess what? That's in our favor. The worse this kingdom gets, the closer it gets to crumbling. And when it crumbles, we out of here. So now's our time to rejoice, man, because the Lord is turning things. All right, he's turning the tables. All right, and the seesaw is going down on Esau's side and it's coming up on Jacob's side. Okay, so now we're in that come up. Now things are gonna happen. We are gonna go through things. You will have martyrs and so on and so forth. But looking at the overall picture, even in that, okay, it's gonna be a relief because it's you're gonna be closer, all right, to that the time of Yahweh's return. Okay. So I just wanted to do that, Lord willing, that was exhorting and edifying unto the elect. Pay attention as the scriptures say, watch as well as pray, and definitely see the things that are happening in the earth and where it's leading, that Lord willing, the Lord may have mercy upon us, all right, and we may be delivered from these perils to come, okay? But it's definitely a beautiful thing to see the Lord working, all right, and to see the society crumble. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.